if you are eating less, moving more, and still stuck, this one's for you. Calories in versus calories out. It's real, but it's also lying to you. And if you have ever wondered why the scale just ghosts you, stay right here. We are breaking it wide open. You are eating less, you're moving more, and still nothing. Here's why your body hates simple math. You are tracking, you're weighing, you're in a calorie deficit, and nothing's happening. So what do? You drop your calories lower, you train harder, you push more, and you are still stuck. Now here's the truth. Calories in versus calories out is real, but it's not the full story. And if you treat it like the only rule, your body will eventually fight back. Today we are breaking down the deceptive calorie equation, the metabolic backlash, the need factor, the gut-brain and inflammation connection, and how to recalibrate your strategy. Let's get into it. The model says if you burn more than you eat, you lose weight. Biologically, yes, that's correct. Your body burns energy through three main things. Your basal metabolic rate, that's what keeps you alive. The thermic effect of food, the energy it takes to digest what you eat, and physical activity. But here's where people get it wrong. The equation is not fixed. It changes when you diet. Calorie calculations, they are estimates. They assume metabolism stays stable. They assume your hormones don't shift. And they assume your output does not adapt. But they do. Research shows basal metabolic rate can vary significantly, even between people who are the same height and weight. And your BMI? It ignores muscle. It ignores adaptation. It can't predict fat loss. It's a population statistic, not your personal fat loss tool. And your tracker that says you burn 2,300 calories, that's a guess, often off by hundreds. Studies show that fitness trackers can overestimate calorie burn by 10 to 40%. That's not a small number. Now, let's talk about calories themselves. Yes, a calorie is a unit of energy, but your body is not a calculator. Protein has a thermic effect of about 20 to 30%, carbs around 5 to 10%, fats about 0 to 3%. That means if you eat 100 calories of protein, you may only get 70 to 80 usable calories after digestion. And protein preserves muscle, it increases fullness and reduces hunger hormones. Now compare that to 500 calories of pizza, refined carbs and fat combined. You get a fast insulin spike, lower satiety, higher palatability, and much higher chance of overeating later. Same calories, very different biological response. Now we talk about adaptive thermogenesis. When you slash your calories aggressively, your leptin drops, ghrelin rises, thyroid output slows, the need factor decreases, and resting metabolic rate falls. This is not hype, this is documented. Let's talk about the Biggest Loser study. Dr. Kevin Hall followed contestants 6 years after the show. After extreme calorie restriction and massive weight loss, their metabolisms dropped dramatically. And years later, their metabolism was still suppressed. On average, they were burning 500 to 600 fewer calories per day than predicted for their size. Their bodies adapted to conserve energy. Your body doesn't know that you want abs. It thinks that you are starving. Chronic low-calorie dieting can reduce thyroid hormone conversion. Leptin stays low, cortisol rises, hunger signals get louder. Sleep deprivation increases ghrelin and lowers leptin. Stress raises cortisol, which increases visceral fat storage. It disrupts your blood sugar and increases cravings. This is not a willpower problem, it's physiology. Before we even talk about daily movement, let's make something very clear. Even if you were lying in a hospital bed in a coma, not moving at all, your body would still be burning calories. Your heart is pumping, your lungs are working, your brain is active, your cells are repairing. That's your basal metabolic rate. That's the energy your body burns just to keep you alive. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Everything you burn above that, your walking, your standing, your fidgeting, your posture, your daily movement, that's need. And that number can quietly change when you diet. NEAT stands for non-exercise activity thermogenesis. Dr. James Levine's research showed NEAT can vary by up to 2,000 calories per day between individuals. Now, here's the catch. When you diet hard, NEAT drops automatically. You move less, you sit more, and you don't even notice it. So you think that you're on a calorie deficit, but your output quietly decreases. That is why intense gym sessions sometimes lead to zero visible fat loss because your daily movement collapsed. Your gut microbiome influences how much energy you extract from food. Some bacteria extract more calories from the exact same meal. Same plate, different absorption. And chronic system inflammation, often from processed foods, poor sleep and stress, worsen insulin resistance. When insulin resistance rises, your body stores fat more easily and burns it less efficiently. So yes, you can eat your macros perfectly, but if your internal environment is off, your body will prioritize storage over burning. So what do we do and how do we fix this? We don't ignore calories. We stop worshipping them. Number one, we use a moderate deficit, about 10 to 20% below maintenance, not crash dieting. Number two, we prioritize protein, around 1.6 to 2.2 grams per kilogram of body weight. That will preserve muscle and it increases fullness. Number three, we do strength training. Muscle protects your metabolism. If you lose muscle, your metabolic rate will drop faster. Number four, we use smart carbs and healthy fats. Carbs support training and thyroid function. Healthy fats support hormone production. The problem is not carbs or fat. It's ultra-processed combinations that override satiety. Number five, you protect your need. Steps and daily movement matters. And finally, you fix your sleep and manage your stress. You cannot out-train poor sleep and you cannot out-discipline chronic stress. Calories in versus calories out is not wrong. It's incomplete. It explains energy balance, but it ignores adaptations, hormones, need, your gut health, inflammation, and sustainability. Fat loss is not simple subtraction, it's regulation. If you treat your body like a calculator, you will stay frustrated. If you understand the system, you regain control. If this hit home, hit like and subscribe. Next, we will break down the plateau trap. See you there.